What's up, you guys? I'm Dan. This is Frugal Not Cheap. Today we're going to drive with FSD version 12.5.4. So this is pretty crazy. We weren't on FSD version 12.5.2.1 for very long, really just 24 hours. I do only release a video once a week, so apologies for, this being kind of a little delayed. But anyway, this is going to be my real first drive on FSD version 12.5.4, and I'm excited to do it. Just going to go over to Office Depot and pick up some documents and then drive home. So it'll be a nice little loop, and we'll get a good idea for how it drives, hopefully. But I've got my fingers crossed because 12.5.2.1 was really, really good. I had an incredible drive and really enjoyed it. It fixed some of the issues I had before, like the lane positioning and also the hesitancy in changing lanes. So I hope we're going to continue to see that here in 12.5.4, and it's going to be a good experience. But let's take a quick look at the release notes. What we're looking at here basically is that we had, so this is the previous version that had YouTube Music and Amazon Music and all that. We did get some improvements to automatic emergency braking, where that should come on at times that it wouldn't have in the past, so that's really good. Any improved safety features are good to me. And then of course we had 12.5.2.1 there. So that's actually something I missed when I was looking at the release notes last time. We did get a few new stuff here though. We have now we have this new streaming app, Live One, powered by Slacker Radio. So I don't know if it's a rebranding or what have you. Let me know in the comments below. I haven't had time to look. And then of course here we have FSD supervised 12.5.4. And it doesn't say that there's anything new in here, so I guess it's just some improvements, but nothing kind of specific. Hopefully we'll get this other stuff soon. The earlier and more natural lane change decisions, then end-to-end on highway, so we'll have again a unified stack. And then we'll have FSD on Cybertruck, which this is not a Cybertruck, so, good for them to finally get that. Alrighty, FSD is engaged. Looks like I need to inflate my tires a little bit, but they're not really low. I think it's like a 38 PSI or something like that. You know how Tesla needs a really high PSI, or at least that's what's recommended for this vehicle. So hopefully we're going to stop here for this gate. Yeah, good. And actually kind of like that it didn't, it hasn't tried to go around the gate. All right, here we are moving forward slowly. This person took the turn a little bit wide. People tend to do that. We really need to draw some center lines there to get people to kind of keep to their side of the road there. All right, so here we go. We're going to be taking a right-hand turn here. There's really no issues. I don't know why it had that little bit of hesitation there. But aside from that small bit of hesitation, everything was quite good. Okay, let me see if I can kind of change the balance here for you so you can see things a little bit better. All right, that was all really, really good. Pretty happy with that. I think that's a little bit better maybe. Could be a little bit hard to see the screens. Sorry about that. I'm not sure how to kind of get it to be in between so you can see both, but it's still good. Maybe something like this. In any case, so far so good. We didn't have any indecision at all. Everything was really, really smooth except for that minor hesitation on that right-hand turn when traffic is clear. So I'm not sure where that was coming from. Something to keep an eye on. Here we go, very smooth, good trajectory, but we were kind of straddling the lanes here. So that was a little bit odd. I wouldn't have driven like that, definitely. Speed's a little bit high. I do have it on assertive. So we're going 49 into 40, which is higher than normally I would go. I wanted to try this drive with the auto speed setting rather than the manual speed setting that I had on last time. So those hands came on probably because of these cones. It does see the cones and want me to be paying extra attention whenever there could be, construction issues, obstacles, differences. We need to make a right turn at the light, so hopefully it knows to get ahead of this car here and behind that truck. Yeah, very nicely done. That was excellent, actually. Incredibly smooth. Here we go. So this model 1254 should have the same amount of parameters as cars that have AI4. I have hardware 3, those are hardware 4 cars. Okay, I've got a lot of cross traffic coming here on the left. There's kind of an opportunity now with a car that's turning, but I don't know. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was a good opportunity. I probably would have taken that one myself. Maybe I would have gunned it a little more, gone sooner, but it ended up being perfectly safe. And the car behind us didn't get too close. That was great. So far, so good. Lane positioning is also very good. I'm really happy with this. This is everything I was hoping out of 12.3.6, and we're getting that now here with 12.5.2 and 12.5.4. And I'll be curious to see as I drive more and more if I get more of an idea of kind of what the expanded capabilities are here with this larger parameter count model. That was nice. Again, we are going kind of a little bit wide here into adjacent lanes. I wouldn't really do that. I would have taken it tighter, but it could have been trying to, get into the other lane because that guy was going relatively slow coming out of the turn. So I'm not sure. We are going to need to take a right-hand turn here pretty soon. And we'll see if the car's going to park for us in the parking lot too. That would be pretty cool. Okay, turn's coming up. Nice smooth slowdown. Yeah, that was good. Sometimes it used to slow down way too much while still on a main road. That road has a lot of really high-speed traffic. All right, we got to take a left here. We got a FedEx truck. We got a Prius going around it. We got all kinds of stuff going on. Now we've got cross traffic from this Hyundai. Appropriate slowdown there for them. And then I wonder if the car's going to park or where it's going to go. Looks like it's signaling a right-hand turn, but it didn't take it. Now we got a lot of indecision. It's just kind of freaking out. All right, I'm going to have to park manually here because that FedEx truck that was behind us wanted to move. So I would say FSD did a great job of getting us to our destination. And then right there at the end, it started doing some weird behavior. So that's more like, that's fine in terms of robotaxi, right? It got you where you needed to go. And then, you can take it from there. So not too bad. We'll see, how it performs in future. But I am going to take you on the drive home just so we can see how it performs turning right onto that high-speed traffic road because we've had some problems with that in the past. So see you in a second and we'll head home. Okay guys, I got my documents here from Office Depot, so it's time to head home. Put the car in drive and let's see if we're able to initiate FSD from our parking spot. That would be pretty great. Yep, looks like we can. Let's see if FSD is going to do anything. It's, well, we're just sitting here. And just sitting here. Okay, I think at this stage, guys, we need to nudge FSD forward. So I'm just going to kind of tap the accelerator pedal here. And okay, now it's doing something. So that was interesting. I don't know if you guys could see whether or not the nav had calculated. Maybe that was the delay. But I think it would have calculated. Here we go. All right, that was good. Didn't hit the curb or anything like that. Very, very good. And so here's the scenario I want to make sure it does a good job at, is to turn onto this road at an appropriate time. And if we wait for the silver car, it'll be a really good opportunity. Yes, right here. That was actually quite perfect. So it waited for a really good opportunity. It let that guy know our intention, but it didn't veer out far enough to where they would have worried about us getting into their lane or anything like that. So that was excellent. If it continues to perform like this, I'll be really, really happy. I'm quite impressed here. These 12.5 builds are really performing well and much, much better than 12.5.3 was. So here we go. Real easy one. Again, taking these turns pretty wide, but this time we ended up in our own lane and then made the lane change maneuver after, which is appropriate. There's a Rivian electric Amazon van. Love seeing tons of those around. It's pretty cool. Okay, we really want to be one lane over to the left, but let's go ahead and see what it does here. Okay, initiated that lane change. A little bit unfortunate timing. We got stuck behind that Volkswagen, but that's all right. Here we go. This is the correct lane. All right, and then now we'll have a chance to see how it does turning in, see if there's any cross traffic that it needs to avoid. And I'll get a sense for how quickly it moves into the left turn lane. Because it used to go too slow. The last version, it was much faster, which was great. Avoided actually almost being rear-ended. Oh, that was good. That was a really good path. Really, really good path. I'm very happy with that. And now let's see how it handles this gate that's coming up. All right, the last one we kind of stall here as the gate opens, which is kind of silly. This one's doing the same thing. I don't know why it's being hesitant. I'm gonna have to give it gas. Yeah. Okay, that was weird. So it has introduced a little bit of weirdness kind of in these low speed scenarios, but overall pretty good. Okay guys, we're home, and I would say that my initial impressions of FSD 12.5.4 are very positive. A little bit of a kind of odd behavior there with the gate. I get that every now and then, but it's pretty rare. And then it didn't quite park itself when we got to Office Depot, but that's not really part of the package right now. It's not an advertised feature. In terms of the actual driving, it was all very smooth, good lane centering, good opportunity picking in terms of, performing any kind of maneuvers, and a good amount of speed applied the whole time, maybe a little bit too much at one point, but generally very, very good. So yep, I'm a happy camper here, hoping to see continued progress here with Tesla's full self-driving. What did you think? Have you tried this version? What are your experiences? Let us know in the comments. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please hit the like button and consider subscribing. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.